Good hello everybody. It is I, Charlie, who's in charge of Swirmville. I tried this 2 times already today, and it did not work either of those times. It's crazy. It is crazy, and I hope it works this time. And I'm really hoping because I really have wanted to be doing this live tour Swirmville for a while, and I did need to test my live stream infrastructure, and now is just the perfect time to do so. So I really think that I am probably the first person to do a live stream video tour. I don't know, but it should work. Let's see if people will actually get in here. And I pinged the Discord, so it should be working anytime soon. So should be caught up, and let's just see. And it will. It will work this time. Last time, the first time was just a complete mess, a complete train wreck. And then this time, last time the world didn't load, and then in the past 45 minutes or whatever that I had, it unfortunately the world didn't load, but now I actually have a transferred world, so it's already loaded. You see right here, right there, that's the transferred world, so it should be good. But we're just gonna head back to the screen. So let's see, is anybody in the chat? Nobody's chatting right now. Literally nobody is chatting. So we're just gonna put hello in the chat because I think that will be fun. Let's see. Oh yeah, look, there's my perspective right there. So we'll just see if anybody comes, or I'm just gonna have to do this empty-handed because we had 2 viewers last time, and not including my monitor, so it should be good. So that's just kind of what I'm thinking here. Okay. Um, I mean, I spent all afternoon trying to get this to work. I've learned a lot about OBS, and I think that I can do a lot in it. So, should be good, and especially for some future projects that I have. And we have Flitshot in here. Um, that's just great. I have like a 30-second delay, so it might take me a bit of time to read the message. But yes, this is my first live stream. Is my first live stream. Yeah, I kind of needed to test this out because I don't know if it's gonna work. I don't know if it's gonna fail, but I'll keep an eye on the chat as we go to the Minecraft perspective here. Um, okay, we're in the game. We can put it in here, and let's just see. This is the entire city. I guess I'm gonna start in City Stadium 4, so we'll fly over there. Come on, at least it worked. Okay, yeah, I'm just getting the feedback on my monitor that it's actually working. So this is City Stadium 4. It was built for the Olympics, and it's probably the best work. I even wrote a little message right here. So it has 9,906 capacity and 10,302 without including this including the suites over here. So these are kind of like makeshift. I mean, I don't know if to include them, so I just put 2 separate graphs in here. Let's just get a view from one of these because I think it's pretty cool. Like right here. We'll go into the highest one. Isn't this like the maintenance one? Oh, I broke the door. Dude, okay. I think I might have messed up my controls here. Okay. That should work. I'm used to it working. Yeah. This is the view that we're getting from here. It's pretty sweet. I like how I came up with the novel idea to put a big screen on both sides of the roof. I could actually retract the roof. I could bring it in and I could bring it out. Let's see. Anybody in the live chat? Nope. Nope. Yeah, I'm gonna open the roof. I'm gonna show you the process that I have to go through to open the roof. Okay, let's see. So what you gotta do is you gotta go through here, and then you gotta break, I think it's this block. I think that's the center one. Yeah, this is the open roof. So whenever I want to copy the roof open, I go through here. I don't know if YouTube compression is going to be very nice to me today. But if I go through here, this is the closed roof. So let's see. You can copy this block. And then if I bring it all the way over here, I think it would need to be like, no, not like that. No, like that, yeah. It's a work in progress. And if I just put copy next to paste, then I could just come over here and we could copy it. And it might take a little while, but yeah, I might have dropped the government name. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, it's probably my proudest work. It only took like a year to build, and that's quite an understatement. But I do want to do some more live streams on this channel. I mean, this is kind of like a test live stream in a way to see if I can actually do it, and it's pretty successful so far. I would say it's pretty successful. So it's 50, like 60% of the way through copying the blocks. So it'll be cool. And almost done. 70. But like the rings around the stadium, like the dome, dude, that took like 7 minutes. 7 minutes to get that all the way through. The copying and the placing, and there's a lot of methods to it. But this is the roof open. You get a decent view of the skyline over here. And let's just see. Yeah, the first stream was a complete failure because I apparently don't know how to do a live stream for some reason. Okay, let's try it. Come on. Did it work? Ah, it's one too low. So it's one too low. Need to undo it. I think I'm lined up. I don't know why coordinates aren't on, but I need to bring it one more. That might have been two. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, one too high. Okay, third time's a charm. That's like this live stream. And it should be good. Should be good. Should be good. Right here. Come on. I got one too high and one too low. Come on now. Yeah, that worked. So this is the stadium with the roof closed. It's that easy. It can only take me like 5 minutes of trial and error. I've only done it a few times. It's a new thing. But yeah, some of the things that I wish I could have live streamed the Olympics, but YouTube is kind of iffy on live streaming. So this is my message. I said that I have put every part of my heart and mind into the stadium and the Olympics that built it and the city that houses it. Thank you for visiting, and it is an honor to give my heart to this. So a bunch just malarkey there, and I think that is that build do justice. It's not really do justice because of just how big of a place it is. You could explore this for a while. That's moss. And the reason why it's not a natural grass field is like I think it's like right here that it would be a different colored grass, like a different biome. But I think I've yapped enough. It's pretty cool. Here's the concourses. They all basically look the same. One escalator. But yeah, you're gonna see some new builds that I've never shown before. So um we got just this concourse. I mean everything else just basically looks the same except the upper concourses. So you have this concourse that's right here. And it's just all the same. It's all kind of boring because I don't know how to do a concourse. So let's move east. So, or south, whatever. We're going to start here. We're going to go to here. So this is the executive house. It's basically where like the president or like the emperor lives. This is whatever his name is. Um, so we have. Let's take a tour of this place. So the carpet right here is inspired off of the City Stadium four seats. I kind of just made that pattern. And then right here, here's the two dogs. We have Asher, who was the technically king of Swirmville. Then we have Eleanor, which is the person of Lakeside. So those are like the heirs in a way. Here we have our basic utilities. So if I need to come and craft something like bigger fireworks, for example, like termite armor in the netherite, or make a name tag, or make a banner, or make some dye, or make a map, I could go here. This is just kind of a general place. We have a ultra high resolution TV, which can display anything if it, as long as it's completely black. So, and this is the dinner table. I could do this so much better now, but this is where my seat is. So I sit here in front of everybody else. So this is the carpet. These are decorative mainly, just shulker boxes. These are furnaces. So this is kind of like the place where people eat and have very serious meetings about running an entire country. So here you have the swimming pool in the back with the classic lined grass. That looks really nice. So I could just take a swim in here, actually. So that's a big build right there. And I could jump in. Okay, we're going to move to the upstairs area now. So this is my bedroom. I should probably change that carpet, but this is my bedroom. This is my bed with a piece of meat in front of it. I don't know. So this is Enrod. Enrod. It looks nice. And these are just some shelves right here. I actually had to pull a lot of my stuff because I have no idea how to build a house. And I built this, I think it was like 2023, and I'm still doing work on it to this day. This is the office. So here we have a map of the entire city. This is City Stadium 4. This is where we are. This is something else. So this is a nice background. So if I ever wanted to do like a press meeting, it's a good background with the bookshelves. It looks nice. So this is my desk. I'll probably have to change this. This is the agenda. Build the roof for City Stadium 4. You'll look out the window. Looks pretty done. So I should probably update that to maybe like building the airport, which we will get to later. But this is just a map. So where do I go next? This is basically the entire house. Now I just need to figure out where I should go next. Let's see. Let's work our way. Let's do this complex. This right here is Mallard Tower. It's kind of a hotel. Its main purpose, it's made out of ice, which is pretty cool. Don't even start it. So this is made out of ice. Its main purpose is to be a competitor to Leston Tower over there. This is the main headquarters of Mallard Incorporated. I don't know if they're very relevant in anything nowadays, but this is the climbing system. I never really changed this. This is all scaffolding, so it should be easy. This is just in the lore meant to be a hotel. So if you ever need a place to stay in Swirmville, this is one of your options. I should probably work on getting full interiors and everything, but I don't know if that'll ever happen. These are the two twin office towers. I don't really have a name for these, but they look nice. I really like how they look. I think I nailed the aesthetic on these. So you have 1 and 2. So I like the shape. I don't really know where I got the inspiration. It's just, I think there's like a building style that is like exactly like this. So I think I might have gotten a bit of inspiration from the other World Trade Center buildings before the attack. Not the twins, but there were a few other buildings that were in this kind of style. So everything's kind of the same. We could go to the roof and get a decent view from it. I tried to make the interior on this, but I don't know if that ever happened. Oh, it's starting to rain. Just great. Yeah, that is a very good stadium. Yeah, this is kind of the view from the roof that you get. You get a good view of the Swirmville Financial Complex right there. and it's just a fair tower, just fair towers that are just there. This is more interesting right here. Um, this is 101 Tower. 101. This is the capital. This is the capital of Swirmville. I did some work on this because here's a story with this. This tower was built extremely early on, very early on, and it never really served a purpose. It never served a purpose at all. And I would always try to figure out what to do. What should I do with 101 Tower? And the reason why it's called 101 Tower is because it's up here. This is the wide level of 101, so that kind of explains the name. So this is the capital. This is the capital. So if I just hop the security gate right here, you have an elevator. Let's see what this is. This is one of the Swirmville Congress, or the the democracy in Swirmville, like the representatives. So this is where there's two stories that should avert attacks. So um this is where, like, if I need to speak to the people of Swirmville, like in the lore exactly, um I could just do it up here. And you have both banners of Swirmville and Lakeside. We will get to Lakeside later, but this is just kind of where I would speak. And I did make a lot of improvements to this. I like the chair designs. I came up with that a little bit ago, but we'll get to where I came up with that later. So you have the lecterns. Let's go up to the next floor. So a lot of this is based on security and keeping this place safe. Yes, this is Swirmvillian Customs. So this is where you go if you want to be immigrating. Swirmville Customs, please wait to be served. In the lore, I think that Swirmville has a very minimal a minimal immigration policy because they need all the people that they can get, and like, it's a rich society, most cities are rich. And that's a thunderstrike. Yeah, there they go. I'm gonna change that. Weather, rain. I like the rain. I just don't like it when it's thundering and it's interrupting my live stream. So you would sit down here. Let's say this is table 5, and you would sit down here and you would talk to the person. They would go, yeah, blah 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 blah, and you go, blah 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 blah. I want to move to Swirmville. So you would kind of do that, and that's not good. There go my commands. I'll change that next time. But anyway, um, here we go, up, and this is an empty floor, and it's an empty floor. It's kind of meant to be empty. Oh wow, that is. I'm trying to change the setup of this. Uh-huh. Um, something. Okay, well, we're just gonna have to stick with it for this live stream. I'm sorry, there's not gonna be any inventory. I'm sorry about that, guys. I tried to fix it. But anyway, yeah, this is just an empty floor. I didn't really know that would happen. I'm very sorry. And then you come up here. This is the military room, so there's gonna be a map. I could probably fill this out with like actual maps. So the military commander would just stand here and he would say, yada yada, we have to invade this, we have to invade that. And he'd say that in front of all these people who were like, I agree. And they would come up with battle plans together in here. So the next floor, this is a copy of the first floor, the first floor. And this is just the exact same layout where the president or something could go, yada 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 yada, announcement. So this is just kind of the government building in Swirmville, and it's the capital. So I think it's a very nice build. Customs, do not enter. Okay. Ground. So everything's kind of utilitarian here. Everything's mainly the same. So that's just what you could do. I should probably go back to getting the live chat up. Where should we go next? I'm gonna decide to go to City Stadium 2. City Stadium 2. I'm so used to City Stadium 4. Um, there's a slight thing right here. We don't have to look at that. We can just look at this side. But this is a very historic build. I think I built it maybe around 2022 that I built it, and it still um, remained here. This area hosted boxing in the Olympics, and now it's just kind of a display venue for all these custom shirts that I made for all these different countries. So it's very historic, one of the oldest places in the entire country, and I just like the aesthetic. The main inspiration I took it off of this is the Pontiac Silverdome in Detroit. So it's gone now, but it's very good inspiration. So now it's just kind of chilling. There's no real purpose to it. I mean, I'm sure I could find one. I've found one for 101 Tower, so I could find one for here. But this is just kind of the area that's hosting medium events, medium to small events. But it's pretty cool. And here's the concourses. This was meant to be in a kind of like a convention center down here with like a long hallway, but it never really got built. So we go over here, nothing, nothing, nothing. Just the same around the other side. So we could go to the next place, which is gonna be right here, City Square. This is also very historic, probably around 2021 that I built this, the first year. And it's always been here. This is like the main heart, the heart of downtown. Swirmville's equivalent to Central Park in New York. So it's always really been here, but I've just made slight improvements. Sometimes it'll have like a screen, like a big screen right here. Like during the Olympics, I think it had a big screen, and I put some spectator stands up here so you could watch the Olympics in Swirmville in City Square, sorry, and just sit here and watch the Olympics on the big screen. So here you go. It's just very historic. I like the design that I made here. I don't think this is ever going to change. This is never going to change this area. Yes, this is also where we played archery during the Olympics. So, in that game, I think it was actually very fun. I really liked that game. So, we played archery here, and it was fun. Just, yeah, that was a good game. So let's move on. We're going to say one thing for last in this city. And we're going to move on to one of my most extensive builds, Leston Tower. Swirmville. Swirmville Leston Tower. So this is our receptionist. This lobby is kind of empty. Maybe just imagine mine. So please wait for the employee. The employee's name is Beth. It's an iron golem. Sir, may I please get a room? No? Okay, well that's a shame. So, excuse me. Floor 2. So this is the, this is mainly the rooms. These I built a long time ago, probably around 2023. I built these. So, and the rooms themselves are very old, but everything else, as you get up and up and up, it gets newer and newer and newer. So these are the general layout of the rooms. I probably haven't been in one of these for years, but I guess they're good if you're trying to get here. This is just another example. We'll go on the other side. Yeah. So these, you get a great view of a mud brick tower, which we will get to next. So you come up here, you go, and there's another floor of rooms. You get a better view of City Stadium 2. And we just continue. This is where it gets interesting. This floor is the pool. So this is the first pool ever built in Swirmville, although there are many to come. So this pool right here, you can swim in it. It's above ground, high above ground, and it's just great. It's great for swimming. So you can just swim around. Yep, swimming, swimming, swimming. Okay. We'll go up next. This is the TED Talk room. So you can have TED Talks in here. and people can yap about issues that they so dearly hate in Swirmville. So it's just crazy the amount of things that you can learn in a TED Talk. Um, my name is Yes and Yes, and I believe that this is wrong and we should fix it. But I don't know how we're going to fix it. That's basically every TED Talk ever for you. So we move up one more level. This is the Leston boxing rings. Okay, so it takes a lot of backstory to this. Basically, Leston is the name of my the me that I used to use before I actually used myself, and he was a professional boxer. He never really beat Matt, but that's kind of the lore of it, that he beat Matt, and that's where he got his riches, and that's where he got his fame before becoming a owner of very monopoly towers. So these are boxing rings. This is like his own personal touch to it. This right here, this is the movie theater. So I changed this recently to have the stairs inside of it because they used to be like right here, which is very inconvenient. But yeah, you could just sit down, watch a movie, have a nice time, and then after you watch the movie, or even before you watch the movie, you could come up here to the Leston Tower World Class Restaurant. So this restaurant was built 2024 probably, and let's get a menu. It says Leston Towers World Class Restaurant Menu. The beverages of Leston Water, Coca-Cola, Diet Coke, Sprite, Pepsi, Fun Juice, which it's pretty impressive when you could carry both Coca-Cola and Pepsi. You don't see that very often. So the appetizers are you have carefully baked bread, a trio of melons, bowl of mushroom stew, bowl of beet stew, rabbit stew, and an appetizing apple. The Leston Tower main courses are Leston's chicken, perfectly made steak, mutton, amazing pork chops, healthy sod, healthy salmon, butchered rabbit, veganized kelp, perfect potatoes, and 5 full-size carrots. That's a crappy main course. You have to really like carrots. The Lesson Tower's desserts are full cake, perfect pie, from the hive honey, gold berries, regular berries, and beetroot. Who would get beetroot as a dessert? Anyway, so they move through here. Authorized personnel only. So this is the have a menu. Every single one of these. So you have water, Coke, Diet Coke, Sprite, Pepsi, Fun Juice. And every single one of these, you have exactly what's on the menu and the exact amounts. So I think like one person ordered here once before. I mean, everything is perfect. This took like an entire hour to do. I remember having to do this. This is the cookers. I forgot what they're called. The stove cooks. This is the furnaces. So you could just get a lot. You could get a lot of it a little. And you could come up here. You come up. This is the pit houses right here. So you have multiple floors of very nice houses. Very nice hotel rooms, I should say. So here we have 4 blocks of clearance, empty chests, an enchanting table, which I don't know, maybe go up to like level 3. Here you have a good view of a place that we will get to later. A good view. And then here's your bedroom. You have 3 beds because you might have 3 people sleeping in the same bed. You have a music disc. In the music player, you have every single music disc right here. And you have just barrels for more storage, like a closet, basically. So we move on. And this is the booklet. Hello there, customer. Thank you for staying in the Leston Tower. This tower was built, construction started in 2023, and then was not finished in June of 2024. We've seen a lot of changes since the tower was first built at the time of writing in June 2024. We are preparing to host the Olympics. We hope you all enjoy your stay. All necessary info is below. Room service number 234, and the all access code is 112. By yours truly, Leston. I had 2 empty blank pages for some reason. Okay, and this just repeats for a few floors until we get to the top floor, which I'm not quite sure where it is. Is it this one? Yes, this is a. So I made this very, very recently, probably like maybe a few weeks ago, because I needed to make this. So this is the Leston Tower Swirmville penthouse. Do not enter. Screw you. Oh, my bad. Okay. So this is basically the equivalent to Trump Tower in New York in his office, because I did take a lot of inspiration off of that, mainly in Vegas, but this is the New York office version. So this is where Leston can sit. He gets a great view of the city skyline. He sits in this nice mangrove chair, which is made out of the highest quality material. You have 2 visitor seats. You have an entire golden flower and a fern and a painting. It's very nice in here. I would definitely want to be here. This room is the receptionist room. This is the dinner room for Leston's massive business empire. So he can sit in here, talk to his advisors and his company shareholders, and he could just discuss plans and all of the above. He has room for 6 friends to eat dinner with. Okay. This is his weight room. So he has all his weights. I could definitely use some time in here. He's got his bench press. He's got his treadmill right here. And this is probably his favorite part. He's got an entire hot tub. A hot tub to himself. So he gets great views. Great views of Maui Tower 101, the Twin Towers over there. Pause. And then the presidential mansion. That's City Stadium 2 over there. And we can move on. Next room. Oh my lord. Oh, my bad. We can move on to. Yes, this is his private movie theater. He's got the best quality screen, which is basically 5 mini screens that put together to watch a movie. But don't think don't think too hard about it. So this is where he could watch his own movies in private instead of having to go down to the public movie theater. So he could watch Fox News in here. Okay, then this is gonna be his bedroom right here. Very nice place. Just 2 beds of painting and a nice view. So we can head off of this tower and we can move on. Yeah, I don't feel like going down those stairs again. The next tower, the Carrot Company building. So this is a carrot company. What do you expect to be in the building? Chat? And nobody's in chat. That's just amazing to know. It's a building filled to the brim with carrots. Every single floor is filled with carrots. We can continue. We're going to go all the way to the top. Every single floor filled to the brim with carrots. Lanterns lighting it up, and water growing the carrots. So this is the top floor, and it's pretty cool. Here we have the transport hub. It doesn't really have an interior, but it does house the basically failed subway system. One day, I'm going to build a ice highway in this city. So this is probably built in like 2022. Dolphin Network never happened. This is a train to Lakeside, although I could get there a lot faster. Then this is the City Stadium too. So that's basically that. Now, this is the. I never really have a name for this. It's meant to be a hotel. We're gonna call it the Triangle Tower for time's sake. This is, I think it's like the second tallest tower. It's either this one or that one. But this area right here, it's pretty cool. And this is also one of the first towers ever built in Swirmville. Pretty close to the street because I had to make room for that. You could see copied segments of that. Just don't worry about it. It'll go away soon. And this is just a triangle tower. and it's a classic. It's been here for years and years and years. All 5 years that Swirmville's been a thing. It's nearing the 5 year anniversary, and I'm gonna do something for it. I'm not gonna tell you what, but I will do something for it. So keep you on suspense. A lot of this got copied, pasted. It's not in perfect condition, but we'll make it better. Next up, this is a monument. It was built probably like in 2023. Everything here has an explanation. The most interesting thing is this. This is a model of the colored towers. There were going to be 5 of these, and they stood right here on these monuments. So this is the outline of the red tower, the orange tower, the yellow tower, the green tower, and the blue tower. All these got destroyed, and all of these, every single one of these got destroyed. I think it was only like 2 of these towers are actually built. Maybe the red tower, the orange tower, and the yellow was under construction. So that was back when this place was very tiny and very small. So it's just crazy what you could do or what you can't do in this. So we go up here to the top of the color tower. Yada 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 yada. And you get a decent view of everything. You get a great view of City Stadium 4. Never really realized that. And then get a view of all the other monuments. And I was built this when I was like a kid, okay? I was way younger when I built this. I was probably like 5 feet tall. So this is one. This is the monument of this tower and that tower, which we'll get to later. This is the letter E. No idea why. This is a star. And this is a big flagpole that has a Swirmvillian flag on it. Next tower, this is the the PP Airlines hub. I have no idea why I called it that, but that is what I called it. So here we have the tower. It takes off of a building in Kansas or Nebraska, I think. Credit to Bubba Flubba. Yes, that is his name. Look it up. He actually called, in referring to this stadium, he actually said, hell yeah, which is pretty good, in my opinion. So it doesn't have an interior, but I like the way that the lights look. It just looks like a good tower made out of, I don't know what kind of terracotta this is. Light gray terracotta. And it's got the copper up here with a few lights. And the spires, I think, goes up to like around 180. So, yeah. Down here, this is an old monument that got destroyed. So was this. Not really important. So, here we have over here. This is the map room. And you could see everything. So this is Swirmville. This is City Stadium 4. This is the city of Lakeside, which we will get to later. This is the airport site. There's going to be an international airport right here one day, if I ever feel like finishing that project. And this is another stadium that I'll get to later. So, here we have City Stadium 4, yada 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 yada. I should probably get to this. But yeah, this is the map room. I think it's pretty cool. And, you know, you do what you can do. This is what was supposed to be a way bigger map room, but it's not very practical. It kind of got X'd out. I don't know what I'm going to do with this room, with this big building, but it'll stay, maybe. But there will be a use for it instead of just being an empty shell of what it could be. Okay. One more building to show off before the big one. And this right here, well, we'll get to this first. This is the Technoblade Monument, built right when he died, and this is a pretty good thing. Built it myself. I like the crown on it, and this is just a monument for him, you know? Great guy. Screw cancer, man. But my voice is dying, by the way. But this is a very, very new building. Why is there no entrance? Whatever. We'll just break in. This right here is the Swirmville Center. This has never been seen before. Maybe people in the Discord saw it during construction. Nobody's seen this before. Completely new. built very recently. This is the home of the Swirmville Coast Guards and possibly the basketball team, but I don't know. They might play in City Stadium too. I need to decide that. But it's in its main configuration right now for hockey. This is the big jumbotron that looks extremely ugly. Um, but every seat has a good view. This is the project that I worked directly after the Olympics. So this is the one that I worked on right after the Olympics got done. I tore down the old track facility or Country Mile Stadium, and I built this. Definitely not done, but it's most of the way done. And if I ever need to host a hockey game or whatever, it wow, that's a good view. This is the place to do it. You get a great view here of everything. Yeah, you also have suites right here, so you get your own room. Definitely not fully furnished yet, but you have your own private seating area where you can get a great view of the game, great view of the jumbotron, great view of everything basically. This is very good place. Okay, now we can head on right on through, and we'll break through this, maybe replace it. I'll work on this later, but we're gonna get to this. Oh, should I do this one or that one? We'll do this one. So this entire area is a memorial to a tower that used to sit on this very ground. It was destroyed. It got blown off, and this is all in the lore, by the way. It got blown up by people who were trying to start a war, and we beat them. So it was definitely not as tall as that one, but it had the exact same design. The exact same design as that tower, but just smaller. So it was built. It was pretty small. It got up maybe like 160, similar in height to that, but a bit taller. Maybe like right here is the top. So just a smaller version of this, but it's a sad story. But like they placed TNT throughout the bubble elevators, so I learned a lot by building this. But anyway, and these are three torches. One of them, and this is in the lore from the very fire that destroyed the building. Is they kept it safe and then they lit the torch with it. So all three of these torches have the exact same fire. They don't, but in the lore they do. So this is the main building right here. This is the icon of Swirmville. If City Stadium 4 ain't, then this is. This is the Swirmville, the Swirmville Financial Center. So it was built in place of this tower, but it was bigger and it's better. So it's very tall, the tallest building in all the world. What? Oh, there it is. Yeah, I didn't really understand that. We'll go to this floor right here. You have prime office space right here. You have a great panoramic view of everything. You have City Stadium 4, the two towers, the Mallard Tower, City Square, and you just have a great view of everything. And it's just a great tower, and it's got a lot of space, lots and lots of space. So we can go to the mid lobbies right here. This is the mid lobby. It's basically to allow people to transfer from the elevator to the actual place. So right here, this is mid lobby, and you just get a very balanced view. It's just so tall. The actual top floor of the tower goes all the way up to Y200. So the roof of the tower is at Y200, and then the spire at the top, that brings it to Y220. And right here you have Obsidian below the staircase, so if anything bad happens, we all know that it's hard to destroy Obsidian, so the Obsidian will still stand. Increased safety standards because of what happened to the first tower. This is the top floor. It kind of skims out. You don't have much space in the top floors. But in the bottom floors, you definitely do have a lot. So, we go upstairs, and we there's two mid lobbies. You kind of get off the elevator at a certain point, like either at the roof or the floor. And you just climb the stairs up the rest of the way to your floor. So this is the floor. It's at Y200, and this spire right here, it brings it all the way up, including the lightning rod, to 220. So this is a very old, not necessarily old, but just historical building. And let's do this a stylish way. Let's face me to jump and let's jump. Watch, watch. Bang, right to the floor. This might not be very deep, but it's good. Okay, so we're gonna go to the next city over, Lakeside. Then we're gonna get into the end of the tour, but we still have a few projects. So here we have the Lakeside Aquatic Center. I don't know, it's gonna get renamed. This is the exact area where the Olympic Aquatics was held. So you have your two iron golems. Their names are Billy and Mandy. Thanks, Eli. But you go in here. There's not really many aquatics. It's got like so the two teams played here until their new arena was built. So they have a hockey rink and a basketball court. I don't have an image of what it used to look like before then, but I'm sure I could pull one up later. Yeah, but this is the area. You have the Swirmville United States and Canadian flags for the NBA and the NHL. And it's just a very historic area. So you have the basketball court, got everything basically. One thing I do like about this area is you go to the top, go to the top of this building, and you could see both skylines. So this is an under construction skyline. We only have like two buildings, but this is the Swirmville skyline. I have more render distance on my iPad, but that's good. I kind of turned it down after what happened the first two streams. But that's just a very nice building, and there's not much to say about it. It's just a nice place. This is Lakeside. Definitely not done. But we're going to start just like we did in Swirmville with the major stadium. This is the Lakeside International Stadium. Home of the Lakeside FC, I think. This is just the Lakeside Soccer Stadium. And there you have it. Lakeside. This is a very refined stadium. It's completely done. And this is probably just my best work. I mean, everything is perfect because of mainly just because of City Stadium 4, and I learned so much. I basically put all that talent into here. So you have, I think there's supposed to be a TV here, but it's okay. You can just look at the wall. But here you have the seats with the soccer field on them, and nobody's really ever seen this before. And you can sit down at the table by just opening and closing the trap door. It's very useful. I learned this. And you could just sit down, have a meal, then go outside and watch the game. And you can look at the 4 screens. This is actually very realistic to most stadiums in real life. They have 4 little screens that you have to look at. And you could just see the field. From every seat, there's not a bad view in the stadium. So you come up here, and you can still see the pitch. And with every bit of the pitch, and you still have 2 screens, no matter where you're sitting. And there you go. 2 screens. You can even see 3 on the corners. This is probably the best suites area right here. The corner suites. So you could even, basically, I mean, you could probably see the entire game from this suites. Yeah, you can see most of the pitch from the suites too. From these suites. You can see most of the pitch. You can see most of the action. And you still can see 2 screens. These would probably be the most expensive because they're the largest in area and they offer some of the best views. But it's still pretty cool. All cool. And I like the seats pattern. It took me a while to come up with this. I knew I wanted it to be blue, but it had to be the right shade. And this random pattern really worked for that. So we go up here to the 200 level. No, this is the suites. My bad. This is to the 300 level, and you can see the upper deck seating. Yeah, it's still got the roof It's got no roof. It's only got the overhang for the fans, so they stay dry. But the players out here, yeah, good luck with that. You can't do much with this. You're just gonna have to play in the rain. Sorry, bud. Um, okay. And this is one of my favorite areas in the entire stadium. This is. Let me go up here. This is very recently, probably around March that I built this. This is the press box. It's so unique. None of my stadiums have this. But you're at the very top, the extreme top, and you can see the entire pitch from here. It's just so unique. So incredibly unique. You could go goal or goal. You just see everything. It's just so unique. I love this stadium. I love this place. So you have 4 providers that you could sit here. And let's see, you can walk into here. And you can just go right here, watch the game, and broadcast it to your audience. So, let's see, get a view. You can still get a great view from this. I mean, you have cameras. This is just kind of the operating heart of the stadium. Yeah, this is kind of the principle of modern Charlie Stadium design. By the way, if you guys want me to make a tutorial on this, and if you're this far into the video, just tell me. I'll make a tutorial. I've suffered through so many stadium tutorials that I would love to make my own for y'all. So, just tell me if you want a stadium tutorial. I could totally make one. And I could just show you my philosophy of making stadiums and how I do it. Alright. So, let's get on to here. We got this building right here. It's got 3 wind turbines. 1, 2, 3. I also built this recently. And it's very good. I really like it. So you just got... I built this probably like in April. Yeah, I built this like in April. Whenever I was sick, I kind of built this. But you got 3 wind turbines that spin at great speeds because, in the lore at least, this area is very windy. It blows all from the shore toward the land. So this just takes the advantage of it while it has it. So you could go in here. It's not furnished. I don't know if I will furnish these towers yet, but I'm not making any promises. But I love these towers. These are definitely based off of the Bahrain World Trade Center. Look it up. Basically every single one of these buildings has inspirations. I can't do this on my own, y'all. But it's pretty good. So that's your tower. This is a very unique tower. This is Lefton Tower in Lakeside. It comes in as this, I think it's the 2nd tallest building in all of the world. Built this also very recently. Based heavily off of Trump Tower, Chicago. And it's not furnished yet. Not at all. But if I go up, this is this. Okay. Oh, below. Okay. This is the swimming pool floor. You have an entire swimming pool. An entire swimming pool. So you could just go up here. You have 4 hot tubs. And you could just sit in here. You have great viewing spots. Whatever. So I'll just tell you what the floors are meant to be. So you have 4 elevators. 2 up, 2 down. I can just tell you what the floors are meant to be. Or what they eventually will be. So these right here. This one is going to be a, this is going to be the Less in the World. This is going to be the restaurant. So the same thing we saw in Swirmville, but just in Lakeside. Oh, we got 3 viewers. Well, hello. I haven't looked at chat very often. But, yes, thank you for joining us here on this tour. I really... Oh, there goes one. Oh, there goes one. And it's down to 2. That's just great. Okay, so if we go up here, these areas... I should probably just go out on our overhang. Just break my way through. So this area, from here all the way up to this like all the way up to this overhang. That's gonna be hotel rooms, and then these are gonna be apartments for people to buy and live in. And this one, all the way at the top, is gonna be Leston's apartment. So this is gonna be the same kind of thing in Swirmville, same concept, and you could just see it's gonna be very furnished. That's kind of the world. That's the world. That's all the completed projects in the world. There's a lot of incomplete projects, and I can show you a few of those. But there's this beautiful scenery here in Lakeside. I might make a street system, I might not, but there's going to be a lot of buildings that are going to be built in the relatively soon future. Um, so here we have a boat that was built way, 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 way back. Um, I think I'm converting it into a hotel or something. I don't know. Cannot believe I had 3 viewers. Now I'm down to 1. But here you go. This is the lounge. I'll probably make a hotel out of this. Okay. So this is the weirdest biome, by the way. Like all the way to Swirmville. This area is so weird. Like I don't even know what it's called. So yeah. This is a project right here. This is my attempt way back when to drain an ocean monument out. I could probably do this in 1 second now, but this is just an entire ocean monument that I wanted to drain out. And I tried to do it the survival way in creative mode, and it was very, 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 very annoying, as you might expect. I don't know if I'll complete this the easy way, but hey, look, if it works, it works. And this is, I'm gonna come up here to this area, which is going to be a A320, an Airbus A320. This has a lot to do with the airport project. So you come here, and these are all your seats. I need to fix this, even though this world doesn't mean anything. This is the lavatory. This is where you would use the restroom. And these are all your seats. So you can look out the window. I built this very, very recently, into May. These are your cockpit. So this is where the pilots fly the plane. They get a pretty decent view. This is the throttle, I think, for the 2 engines. This is a very solid build, especially for something that I've never done before. This is my first time making an airplane. So, there you go. These are the wings. This is the engine. I actually did a lot of this on the road, from the way back to somewhere. So, I did a lot of this on the road, but yeah, I think it looks good. Oh man, this is my first ever attempt at building a ship. Looks like a floating submarine in my opinion. Not very great. Um, you have a lot of rooms. You got this, like 3x3 rooms. It's just not good. I could do so much better now. I am planning to make another ship that actually looks good. Nice flag right there. And, yeah, this is the ship. Well, it looks like a submarine. This area. This area is going to be an international airport. Everybody's going to fly into Swirmville through here, and everybody's going to fly out of Swirmville through here. It's going to be connected by ice highway. It's mainly just an empty field with an airplane in it right now, but it'll become an airport, trust me. So you just got separated by this little stream right here, and it's just an airport. I mean, what can I say? It's just going to be an airport one day. And it's just a big grass plain right now. But, I mean, hey, there's a lot of potential. A lot of things can come from a big, flat grass piece of grass. So, yeah. I mean, I think that's about it. I don't really know what else to show you. There's one more thing. There's one more thing that I just remembered. This area right here. Coming up. You'll be able to see it soon. Because of the stupid rain. Yes. Right here. This project is going to be called New Country Mile Stadium. Right on the coast. It's got a big track, which is going to be its main purpose. to actually have a track facility in Swirmville. But if you're not dumb, then you should be able to figure this out and know this is 100 meters and the rest is 200 meters. So it's gonna look up the Alexander Stadium on Google. Google it, and it'll come up. And that's the exact kind of design that I'm trying to make here. Just cut it in half. That's what I'm trying to make. It'll kind of be like a gradient. It'll go up, and then it'll go up like this. Let's see. It'll go up, and then it'll go down. Yeah, this area is gonna be called New Country Mile Stadium. It'll be a replacement for what was Country Mile Stadium in Swirmville, but that thing got demolished so quick. So it should turn out pretty good. I think it will. It's just going to take a little bit of time. So that'll be it, everyone. I don't know what else to show you. I can go look at the map and see if there's anything else I need to show. Yes, it ran right into it. This is kind of the area where the City Stadium 4 field goes. You could kind of roll it back. Like that's the lore of it. You could roll it back, and it would go in this area. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. You got an Olympic, a Swirmville flag, City Stadium 4 on the floor, and this is a tunnel that leads all the way back to the City Stadium 4. So it's just a big tunnel under there, like a printer, kind of, that just like right into the pit, the pit of doom. So let's see if I can find anything on the map that I didn't show y'all, but I think that's about it. So let's just see if there's any place I'll find something that's gonna be right here. But this stream is about to come to an end. So yeah, I basically showed y'all everything. That's what there's to see in Swirmville. So thank you everyone for watching today. I had a lot of fun making my first live stream, and it's just a very big process, you know. I probably spent a few hours trying to make this work, and it's very good to have it working, up and working. So thank you so much for watching today, and I'm hoping to make more content on this channel, maybe make some games that are other than Minecraft, play some Roblox, maybe some American Truck Simulator, maybe play some games with my friends, maybe get the friend group back together, because right now it might be a little bit divided, but I think that we could get it back together. So I mean, I'd just like to thank everyone for watching today, and it's just a great time here, and there's a lot of projects that I'm working on that I haven't even mentioned to you today that aren't even in Swirmville. Am I ever going to show you all that? I don't know. So I'd just like to thank every one of you for watching, and just have a great day, and have a great evening, have a great morning, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you very much. Cut this out. Oh, no, wait. Okay.